Welcome, everybody. This is your host, Greg Standback, and I want to welcome you back for another episode of Results Led Life and the Beyond the Game podcast. Hope you're having a great week. I know I am. I just want to thank everyone for just tuning in and just supporting me and the show. And if you feel that the content that I'm putting out is really helpful, please subscribe to my channel in the link below and share with others. I truly appreciate that. I know that there's a lot of content out there. There's a lot of things people putting out, and there's a lot of good things that are out there. And I hope that everything that I share can be a benefit and a blessing to you. So, getting into this new year, a lot of times people talk about that they want to make goals, they want to do things differently. We talked a little bit in the last podcast about having resolutions and trying to stick with them and getting them going. But today I want to dive into something a little bit different. I want to get into when you make these resolutions, when you make these goals, to do that and accomplish it, you got to create what is I call a habit. You got to create something that becomes enough that you don't think about it, that is just built into your daily routine. It is something that you do daily without thinking about it. So to understand that, let's dive right into it. The first thing we need to understand is we need to understand, well, what is a habit? And the definition of a habit is a settled tendency or usual manner of behavior, especially one that's hard to give up. We can have good habits, we can have bad habits. But more importantly, the habits that you create will also create who you are. So moving forward to this new year with our New Year's resolution, New Year goals, our goal is to make habits. And believe it or not, good habits and bad habits all fall along the same line. Good habits are habits, obviously, that we want to keep, and bad habits are habits we want to get rid of. And a lot of times when people create habits or they make those resolutions or things that they want to achieve, they make them around three core things: their health, their wealth, and relationships. As you're trying to accomplish your goals and create these good habits, just keep in mind that a habit is something that you do routinely without even thinking. It can be something from brushing your teeth, making your coffee in the morning, exercising, or even just choosing healthy foods. And we want to create those good habits, but we also want to break the bad habits. We also want to make sure that our good habits don't turn into addictions that can hurt us. And I had this debate with somebody because there's a difference between a habit and an addiction. Addictions are difficult to break. And the reason why they're hard to break is because it starts in the brain. And that's why they usually say it takes 21 days to break a habit. That's 21 days of making sure you have positive thoughts, positive understandings, and positive beliefs. Now, we all have habits, and these are things that we obviously do routinely. And these are things that we do automatically. But if you find yourself doing one of these things, if you're overeating, if you're someone that has excessive gambling, spending so much time on social media, you can't put your phone down, too much alcohol, addicted to food, you can be addicted to drugs. But here's some things I want you to think about. A lot of times they make these goals based off what they don't have rather than what they have. So let's think about it. If you're someone that's making a goal on the health side that you want to lose weight, and say hypothetically you weigh 200 pounds, and your goal is to get down to 150 pounds, you're making that goal based on having a better, healthy lifestyle because that's something that you don't have right now. Or maybe with the wealth, you want to make more money because you don't have the money right now. So when you're making any type of goal, when you're attempting anything new, I want you to concentrate on the positive, not the negative. That is how we are designed. That's how we're supposed to be. And when we're thinking of the negative and the things that may go wrong or may not go right, that's not a spirit that we want to live with. We want to live a spirit of faith and understanding. But we also want to understand that the roadblocks that we go through to accomplish these goals are roadblocks that are going to make us stronger. And wherever your attention goes, attention will follow. Let me say that again. Wherever you put your attention, your intentions will follow that. So now when we start making these goals, I want you to think about making goals based on what you have. Make goals based on where you're at that can benefit and bring you along further. So if we're going to use that same health goal of losing weight, I want to lose weight because I like the way I look right now. I want to lose weight because I like the way it makes me feel. I want to lose weight because I like the way I look in these pants. Lose weight because you like the benefits of feeling healthy. Lose weight based upon you like the way it makes you feel. I want your attention to be aligned with your positive intentions, because if you're always focusing on what you don't have, you'll never focus on what you do have. And that's not how God made us. God wants us to focus on what we have as far as the abundance in life. If you're alive, if you're breathing, that's enough said right there. So you want to make sure that you start keeping positive thoughts, positive affirmations. It is so important that you do that, because our brain is a powerful, powerful organ. And what we put in our brain and what we put in our mind, it kind of molds us of what we believe and what we think. And we want to be able to think positive all the time. There's a lot of things that can come up, and those roadblocks, what I call are limitations. You know, a limitation could be you live up north and you want to go work out. Oh, it's too cold outside, or it's too hard. I always say this: easy comes after hard. You got to go through hard to get the easy. And once you get to easy, hard will come again with something else. When we're going through stuff, it's so easy to give up and quit, because it's easy to revert back to what you know rather than challenge yourself for the unknown. If you're someone that's on the treadmill, you say you want to go for 30 minutes and now you're at that 15-minute mark, it's easy to give up because you know that comfort level of stopping. But when you push through to that 20-minute mark, that 25-minute mark, I guarantee you when it's 28, 29 minutes, you're not even thinking about where you just came from. You're thinking about the accomplishment that you just made to get to the 30-minute mark. So the most important thing is you can't give up. And when you don't give up, that's when you start to form those habits that we talked about. And once you accomplish that, you're going to feel so much better about yourself. You're going to have so much more confidence. And more importantly, you're going to be able to help somebody else, pull them through hard to get them to easy. So there you have it. But if you want to know more, and if you want to get more understanding on how to accomplish and make your goals, please subscribe to my channel. You can DM me and send me a message. I'll be glad to answer it. I do believe that you have the ability to be the best you and get the results that you want. But more importantly, you have the ability to change the direction of your life and allow things to happen the way you want them to happen. Not what someone else may say, not what someone else may do, but what you want to do and where you want to go and how you want to do it. And the reason why I believe that is because that's how God designed us. And if you keep him first, keep him in your life, there's no limit to where you can go. Once again, I am your host, Greg Standback, and you've been listening to the Beyond the Game podcast. And remember, hit the link, subscribe, and share this episode. I'm sure there's a lot of people or some of you know that this can help. Thank you.